Hey, my name's Troy. I'm part of Visual Prowess, and I'm just here making this quick little short video to explain why I joined Visual Prowess and what my experience has been, um, trading with John and learning how to trade from John. Basically, I started trading about a year and a half ago. I joined a company that at the time John was also a part of, and I began to learn trading. And in this company, I did learn a lot about trading, and I began to follow multiple educators and multiple strategies while I was learning how to trade. Um, but while I was in that company, I didn't really gain the confidence to do a lot of trading on my own. So most of my trading was done on these live sessions that they would have with the educators, or from taking signals that the company would send out. And this other company also was a multi-level marketing company, which they pushed a lot of us to do as well. And I'm just not a multi-level marketer. It's just not my personality. It's not what I was interested in. I just simply wanted to learn to trade. Now, I did learn a lot in this company, and I was learning a lot about different strategies, and like I say, following multiple educators. Because at the time when I started, I didn't know the first thing about trading. I didn't even hardly know what it was. I didn't know what a pip was, what a lot size, none of that stuff. And so I learned a lot, and I learned enough to understand a little bit about how these different strategies worked. But again, I think I was following too many strategies, trying to do too much stuff, and my account really wasn't growing. And every time, I would see my account getting smaller, I'd ask the guy above me, and he would say, "Oh, you need to try this new thing, oh, this new strategy." And I'd end up adding something else on that cost me more money monthly to try this new strategy, and I was just doing too much. Well, in the process of all this, basically I was taking signals from different educators, and I just so happened to take a signal that John had put out when he was still a part of this company. And I seen what the trades that he was calling were doing, and I was like, wow, I like what these trades are doing. So long story short, I started following John's live sessions in this other company. And John ended up becoming my favorite educator there, and so I decided to pretty much just mainly start following him. um, and in the process, I got to learn more about his strategy and in his psychology sessions. Were helping me a lot with my mindset, and so John basically became my favorite educator, and I started following him. And then, at the end of last year, John ended up leaving the company and coming back to his company, Visual Prowess. And being that he was my favorite educator, and I had made a decision that I really just wanted to follow John, because I could see, my trading getting better following his strategies and the way he was teaching. I went ahead and left that company as well and joined with John, which actually worked out pretty good too, because it was cheaper, and I think it's a little more hands-on. Because the other thing about the other company is, it was great on those live sessions and whatever, but on any given live session, there'd be 1,000 people, 1,500, maybe 500 people, and you could only ask questions in the chat, and you'd have to hope that the educator's seen your questions scrolling down the line, and so it wasn't as interactive. And now when over here at Visual Prowess, another great thing that I love is that when we're on live sessions with John, it's not overloaded with people, and we can ask questions back and forth, live back and forth through the microphone. And John always encourages to ask questions. So you can just turn on your microphone, ask a question, he'll answer the question. And like I say, he encourages it. And basically, since joining Visual Prowess, I've been able to gain the confidence, and the skill and the mindset to start entering a lot of my own trades now. And I am progressing, a lot better in my trading and learning how to do this thing. So I've really seen everything start to turn around for me, and so this has been really great, and I'm going to keep going at it and stick with John here, because what it's done for me is really great. I mean, like I say, when I started this, I didn't know anything. It was really tough, and I didn't really have the confidence, and I really was kind of scared to do this on my own. And since joining John and being on his sessions and being able to ask questions and being able to follow his strategies and and his help with the mindset, I've really been able to improve my trading. I can locate setups on my own, and find winning trades. And I'm able to see the market in a whole different way now. You know, which is really great. And then, on top of the fact that John's available for me. So, a lot of times if I, now, before I was scared to enter a setup unless somebody showed it to me and said this was a good setup. Now, I'll find a setup. I might text John and say, take a look at this. I think this is good, and he'll get back to me, usually pretty quick, but he always ends up getting back to me and lets me know. And a lot of times now I'm texting him after the fact to say, look at this setup I found, and I got in at this level, and it's a lot of the stuff that I've been learning by being able to go on these sessions with John and follow his strategies. So, just going to say that I love the Visual Prowess program. It's really doing a lot for my trading career, and I'm going to keep going from here. And if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to have an education in trading, the Visual Prowess is what's for you. Because like I say, that's what I'm basically interested in, is learning how to trade and be a professional trader. That's just what I wanted to say about Visual Prowess and my experience here. All right, guys, you guys have a good one.